He simply presented the wisdom of God. And what is the wisdom of God? Christ crucified. The wisdom of God is Christ crucified. That God, who became a man, came into a world in a form and in a manner in which man did not expect God to ever be found. God entered into this world in a form and in a manner man never expected. That is why it will take revelation to know him. He came as ordinary can be. In fact, less than ordinary. Born in a manger, in the house of a woman who was a virgin, that the paternity could not be established in the physical. All right, so all the circumstances around his birth made him as ordinary can be. Yet that was God wrapped in humanity. He came into this earth looking helpless. He came into this earth as a servant king. He came as a servant king. He came not to be ministered to, but to minister and give his life a ransom for many. So it will take revelation knowledge to come to that place of understanding the wisdom of God. In verse 4 of 1 Corinthians chapter 2, Paul now says, and my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power. He said, my preaching was not with enticing words, which means the preaching of the gospel is not motivational speaking. We didn't use enticing words. We were not motivators looking for how to make you feel better about your situation. You will get there. You will get there. There's a place called there. Where is there? Where is there? Where are you getting to? You know, I mean, all kinds of high sounding words that are not of any relevance. Motivational speaking is focused on you. The gospel of Christ is focused on Christ. The difference between motivational speakers on pulpit and the preachers of the gospel on pulpit is that preachers of the gospel and motivational speakers dress alike. They all have pulpit and they all have microphone and they have all have audience to speak. But the difference between motivational speaker and the preacher of the gospel is the content of their delivery. A motivational speaker is concerned about helping you improve your life, about helping you feel better about yourself, about helping you be a better version of you. But the preacher of the gospel does not desire to know anything about you save Christ and him crucified. So if a message is not focused on Christ, the preacher is a motivational speaker. If a message is focused on relationship, how to have a better relationship, how to have a better wife, how to have a better husband, now there's nothing wrong with that. They are part of human life. But that is not the gospel, because the gospel is fact sensitive. It is focused on Christ, his finished work, and how we became beneficiaries of what he has done. That is the gospel of Christ. Am I communicating at all? Because you must begin to know the difference between motivational speakers and the gospel preachers, because the time has come. The dividing line must be sharp. When we see motivational speakers, we know that these are professionals, and when we see men of God, we know that these are custodians of the oracles of God. Am I communicating at all? If you're hearing, say I hear you. So a motivational speaker is interested in how your business can prosper, keys to financial triumph, keys to financial dominion, keys to financial relevance, how to appear on Forbes, how motivational speakers, they are only interested in how to engage in real estate, how to make money. Then they will pick scriptures out of context and back all their assertions. They will bring scriptures and make the Bible say what it is not saying. They are just motivators. They make you feel better while in service. When you go home, you're empty and you wonder, why did I waste my time going to that service? But a preacher of the gospel reveals Christ to you, and by revealing Christ to you, reveals you to you. By revealing Christ to you, he reveals you to you. He reveals your realities to you. He reveals all that Christ has provided for you to live in this world. Please, that's very important. So